Good morning, all of you. I am Shweta Sarangi, and today we'll discuss about National Family Welfare Programs. So, in the previous class, we have discussed about human population, population growth, and the types of population growth. Those population growth are logistic growth, exponential growth, and geometric growth. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the National Family Welfare Program and its importance. So, previously, this program was known as National Family Planning Program. In the year 1977, the name was changed to National Family Welfare Program. Family Planning Program was launched in India in 1952. India was the first country to do so. Beginning of the program was modest, that is, establishment of few FA clinics, distribution of FA educational material, training of health functionaries and research. During the third five-year plan, 1961 to 1966, family planning was declared a center of planned development. Then the emphasis was shifted from clinic approach to extensive education approach. That is, motivating people about small family now. A separate department of family planning was created in 1966 in the Ministry of Health, and in 1972 the MTP Act was passed. In April 1976, National Population Policy was framed. During the emergency period in 1976, forcible sterilization campaign led to the defeat of Congress in 1977 elections. In June 1977, New Janata government formulated a new population policy and made family planning as a voluntary and renamed it as Family Welfare Program. The acceptance of primary healthcare approach as the key to the achievement of health for all by 2000 edition lead to the formulation of National Family Welfare Program in 1982. So, what are the importance? The family welfare program's importance are the family welfare program occupies an important position in the nation's socio-economic development. Indian population, which was 34 crores in 1947, has crossed 100 crore mark by 2000 edition. India has only 2.4% of world's land, land area, but it supports about 15.5% of world's population. India's population is increasing by 1.8 crore every year. To check this galloping growth, the country has laid down long-term demographic goal of achieving an NRR of 1 by the year 2000 edition. Acceptance of the Family Welfare Service is made voluntary and compulsory. The program was 100% centrally sponsored scheme. FA program was integrated with the MCH services. So these are the importance of National Family Welfare Program. Next is relationship between the environment and human health. So environment is the main determinant of human health status of a community. Poor housing is a contributor to low physical and mental efficiency. The relation of poor housing and prevalence of disease is easily recognizable. Certainly, if we aimed to obtaining optimum conditions for physical and mental well-being in addition to preventing disease, we must include improvement of housing conditions in the program. Since poor housing condition is related to poverty, public opinion has tended to consider it an unavoidable evil. Environment is defined as all the external factors, living or non living, material or non material, present around when. So, it is the entire medium in which the population lives and interacts. So, the environment may be divided into four components. So, what are they? First is your physical environment, second is your biological environment, third is your social environment, and fourth is your cultural environment. Okay, so we are going to briefly discuss these four components. So, first one is our physical environment. Physical environment is defined as all those non living things and physical factors present around man. The important components of physical environment are water, air, housing, temperature, lighting, noise, and vibration, radiation, refuse, and waste such as human excreta, etc. Next is biological environment. It is defined as all those living things present around us, the plant, the rodents, the animals, insects, microbes, and other humans. Next is social environment. It is defined as social interactions between the individual, such as their socio-economic status, religion, and the way of living, standard of living, and availability and utilization of health care facilities. Next is cultural environment. It is the culture in which the individual lives. It includes their beliefs, attitude, knowledge, customs, etc. So these are four components of our environment. Okay. Next is human rights. The concept of human rights has existed under several names in European thought for many centuries, at least since the time of King Johann of England. Human rights are those rights that every person on this earth is entitled to on account of being human. These rights are universal and protected by law. The idea of human rights and liberty has existed since centuries and has evolved over the period of time. These are the basic rights that are being given to every human being, regardless of his caste, creed, religion, gender, or nationality. Okay, so the human rights are right to life and personal security, adequate living standards, rest, leisure. Next is right to liberty and equality, participate in cultural life of community. Next is right to own property, family, and marriage. Right to desirable work and to join trade unions. Right to a right of association, peaceful assembly, participation in government and free elections, freedom of belief, religion, opinions, and information, freedom of movement and education. So these are the human rights in this environment. Okay. Next is value education. So humans act to satisfy their needs. Anything that satisfies their needs becomes a thing of value. Value can be interpreted to be either a state of feeling or an action. Human behavior is governed by the values like desires, goals, standards, etc. The progress and development of a nation depends upon the quality of the values valued by the citizens. Okay, so there are various importance of values. Important values are religious value, social value, democratic value, knowledge value, economic value, health value, power value. Okay, so the next class we are going to study these values briefly. Okay, thank you.